Hello everybody, this is part 3 of me making an insane rated Geometry Dash rated level, and here is the layout so far. We have the first deceptively tricky part. You have to go jump over the spike, hit the blue orb, then jump back down. You have to do this timing right here where you hit the black orb and then bounce and hit the black orb and bounce. Then you jump, hit the green orb so that sweeps you down without hitting the ground. It pops you into this portal right here, then you gotta hit the yellow orb, so you jump over the spike, but if you hit it too early or too late, you'll hit these saw blades. And you got a pretty quick ship section with some straight fly, and then a not so much of a straight fly, and then a shorter straight fly right there. And then the slightly hard, but not too hard, wave part right here. Some saw blades to increase the difficulty. And now we are at the end. We don't need this anymore. I will delete that because here's the music. So the music kind of had them build up and then it drops down. So I'm thinking you go up on the last part of the wave. I'm just gonna like do a click right there. Just some extra things with the I guess not really that thin part of the wave section. So then I'm gonna add a portal right there. We're gonna click that around. Okay, so then you're gonna go up right into a portal. I think I'm gonna go back into the cube. It's always the most fun to make gameplay for the cube, in my opinion. Right there. So then we're going to go back to the wave. Oops. Man, I was just beating this. Okay, yeah, I'll do some sort of like jump scare thing here. You gotta jump real quickly after you hit the ground. So then, let's see, okay, perfect. So it seems like right about there, there's a click. And now I'm gonna delete my start position. And I'm gonna go back up here, and we're gonna do a start position right when you enter that portal. Okay, so I can move this up a little bit, because I hit that pretty late. I mean, pretty early. Yeah, so you're going to have to hit that right there, or else you will run into the saw underneath it, like that. But you also have to jump over that saw right there. Okay, wait. So now... Okay, so right about there, there's another beat, so I'm going to put, let's do a purple orb this time, because I've used a lot of yellow orbs. Yeah, we'll do right in the middle. Perfect, it lands you on the ground just right, because now we can jump over like a smaller saw blade, and then I'll do my standard double spike. And then I'm going to do a double spike here, but they're going to be a little farther apart. So it's like a slightly, kind of like a triple spike, but not really. Now I'm trying to figure out a way I don't want people to just be able to spam this. So I'm going to spam the click and see if the yellow orb is timed properly. Yeah, so if you don't hit it right... Oh, so there's a chance. Oops. Wait, what? Oh, no way. I'm gonna need to move this over. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't have to do. If you can spam it, that's alright, I suppose. But let me try. Oops, I keep doing that. Okay, so I'm going to make you have to click it a little late. So that's the thing right now. So I'm going to do a hitbox in such a way that you will run into it. So actually, I should have had hitboxes on this whole time. Show hitboxes. There we go. So then I'm going to put one so that it runs into the hitbox. So let's do like something like that. So now if I spam it, oh, that's what I want. So you're gonna have to hit it right at that time. So like, what's the exact beat? Okay, so it's actually a little high. So I want to make this orb go up higher, like that. Yeah, so if you hit it at the first possible moment. Yeah, so that's actually, I'm actually going to make it go a little higher up. It's funny. Oh, that's because I was trying to drag it. And that doesn't work on PC. Why am I always on the top of the orb? Okay, fine, I'll move you farther up. I mean, I'm kind of curious. Like, what happens if I hit on the beat, like, all the way up here? Oh, I get it, because it's at such an angle that it doesn't really, like, the music timing is still, like, in the same vertical line no matter where the orb is. So if I do a vertical timed jump, it's kind of always going to be in the same spot. So we're just going to have to deal with it being spammable. Although now it's not quite working with the music. So then, I guess, let's just go up a little bit. No, I'll just take this thing away altogether. It's alright. It's supposed to be that hard anyway. So what do I do after this? Let's see. Yeah, because you got like a beat right there. So then, let's do like a quick tap. Oh, I know. Let's just do a quick wave mode. And you go like up, down, up, down, up, down, in between. That would be pretty cool. So we'll do a quick wave mode. Yeah, I'm just going to have you go like up and down like that, but I'm not going to do the whole thing with the walls again because that took me forever. So we're just going to do a spike like that. Like that, and go down a little bit. Copy, paste. Like that. Yeah, is that too tight? That might be too tight. I'm gonna shift my start position to the spikes, just so that oh, I guess that's not too bad. Yeah, and then since it goes up for a little longer, then we're gonna and then I guess I can just do a mini spike. I mean, it doesn't actually wait. There's way too many ways that you can get out of this. Yeah, there's way too many ways that you can squeeze by. So I'm gonna do some regular blocks kind of around, and hopefully I'm gonna be decorating this later, so it's not going to look the best right now. The goal is only to get a layout, and then I'll probably make it all look better. But the quickest way to do the kind of hitboxes that I want is probably what's going to happen. So yeah, I was worried that these blocks would be a little bit too close together. No, not the whole thing. And I guess that saw blade can move down a little bit. We're just going to do that. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna do something else for, it'd be cool if you just had some rhythmic spider timings. Let's try, I'm gonna beat this one more time, and then just for extra proof of concept, oops, I did the wrong portal. What a rookie mistake. I want to do the spider portal, and I also want to delete start positions, and then add one right there. Okay. So now these are very, very even timings, so I should be able to do some tight gaps here. Let's try doing... Let's make it so like you have to go in between these gaps. Can I even do that? Yeah, okay, that's not really working out very well, so I'm going to delete these, and I'm going to use I'm going to use like a saw blade wall or something. Whoops. Whoops. Okay. Yeah, it's almost exactly the same, so the rhythm should be nice. I'm just going to do like a line of saws like that, so that you can't get through them. Yeah, it might be a little tight. Yeah, it's a little tight. Well, we'll see how this goes. I can always adjust the saw blades as needed. And then we'll move you half over. That's way too close. Yeah, and I might replace these saw blades with something else later. But it's kind of the right, I'm just kind of trying to get the right idea right now. I don't know what theme I'm doing for this level, but nothing like, probably something like geometric looking. I don't think you're going to try doing any like fantasy themes. Okay, this saw blade needs to go over a little bit. Oh, actually, the second click was very easy to time. Okay, so these saw blades need to be squished together a little more. And actually, I don't really need that one anymore. Okay. That's actually perfect. Yeah, and then you'll go down into some other portal. So then, is there any way that I can make this just a little harder? Like if I move that one over a little bit, does that make it too hard? Yeah, because these gaps are pretty loose. Yeah, especially since I'm like barely even skimming by on that one. Yeah, it still isn't feeling any tighter, so you know what, I'm gonna move this one a whole... You know, I'm curious if that'll work. Like, can I do that timing? Oh, what? Okay, so if it's to the music... Okay, that's actually insane. Like, that's such a small gap. Okay, I can make these tighter then. If I can do that small of a gap, then we're making these tighter. Okay. Let's see. Man, like the line is literally going into the hitbox. Like, what is that? Look at how close that is. It's like 2 pixels on my computer away from each other. That's insane. Because that means that most likely, if I can get the other saw blade just as close and actually be able to make it. Okay, yeah, I tried to do that. Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna buff this part. Oops. Can I do 2 of those in a row? I mean, you can't even tell where you're supposed to jump through. Yeah, that's a little too tight. Man, you can barely tell which places you're supposed to go through and which places are blocked. Let's try this. Okay. We'll shift you over a little bit. Move you over. You over. Put you in the middle. Yeah, these saw blades are starting to look a little more uniform, which is nice. There. It won't be as obvious with the hitboxes off. Okay, so the last gap that I feel like can be buffed is probably that one. Okay. I like how that looks. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. And now, of course, the next thing I need to do is make it so you can't just go along the bottom. So I'm just going to put some sort of, you know, let's just be funny, and we're just gonna make it like the tiniest little thing, but it'll be just enough. That's not really tiny, is it? It'll be just enough so that you won't be able to go through. Yeah, this part will be so confusing because like you won't know like where to click in between the saw blades. I mean, you can tell a little bit, but let's try this without the hitboxes. Let's just see. yeah, it's a little harder for some reason. Nice. It can be done. Which means that this spider part is officially complete, and it is crazy. I never thought that I would be able to do something like this. Well, let's see. Got some more time on the video. Let's see, what game mode have I not done yet? Let's do swing. I really like Swing Copter. It's a very fun game mode. So let's just get my hitbox line. I don't know why it's so much harder in normal mode. Because I'm not even looking at the hitboxes, I'm doing it by the beat. It's weird. Swing Copter is yellow. And we'll put one right there, and delete start position, and we'll do the Swing Copter. There we go. Yeah, the Swing Copter is kind of hard to make the hitboxes right though, because like it's so much variation. So I think I'm just gonna like do like a flying part, like you go up and then do a flying part and then go down, do a flying part. So let's see. Oops, I did that wrong. Yeah, that's not quite working. Yeah, so kind of like that. So it's kind of going up and down with the beat, but I'm obviously going to make it a lot smoother of a line. So we're going to have, yeah, that is the top. Yeah, so I did kind of go right next to the top. So we're going to fix that. We're going to start by putting spikes right there. Rotate it around like so, and then I think I'm gonna do like a 2 block gap. Yeah, so there's that one, and then the lower one, and then the upper one. Like that. And we got another lower one. The lower ones seem to be a little shorter. And then this one is kind of just like an up and down kind of match. So then I'm going to do that. I'm going to flip that piece over and we'll just see how this works. So I'm just going to start by laying down all the spikes, and then I will play test it, and if it is too hard or too easy, I will fix it accordingly before adding the blocks. I would like to do straight fly, but I don't think I can do that consistently. I mean, I've straight flied with a Swing Copter before, but doing it this many times, that'd be like an extreme demon difficulty or something. So let's see. We're gonna see how hard this is, because it could be pretty hard. I'm not quite sure. Oh man, I was not prepared. Yeah, two blocks is pretty difficult, especially having to go up and down like that. It's actually kind of hard, because you gotta make sure that you're in the down position, because you can kind of control your clicks. So I might make these a little shorter so that you have more time to adjust. So I think I'm just going to delete like the first few, like right here, so that there's a little more of like a gap, because these ones have a nice good gap in between them, but the first few didn't. Oh, that's much better. I mean, it's still hard to go up and down like that, because you gotta adjust pretty quickly. Yeah, it's not the easiest thing. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to nerf this part a little bit, because going up and then down like that is gonna be crazy. But let's see. I think I'm starting to get used to the flow here. So we will see how this works. Oh man. Nice. And that is the swing copter part, except for the walls. So I'm just gonna start, because I don't know if I'm going to want to change this later. So I'm going to just start by doing like a wall on either side, just so that you can't go through it. Ah, yeah, I hate when that happens. Okay. What? I'm not even in swipe mode. Turn you off. What on earth? My computer malfunctioning or something? Well, I'll just do this for now. I can figure it out later. So in here we have. Yeah, I'm literally not pressing the shift key right now. And swipe is not on. It's I mean, this is my first time making a level on a computer, so it's probably just a user error. But we shall see. I'm going to play test this really fast. First try. There. Wait, what? Yeah, why am I in swipe mode? What on earth? I'll have to figure that out later. Anyway, this is the level so far. We've added quite a bit in this video. You got all the stuff from before. This is definitely going to be interesting. And now, just out of curiosity, how long is this? 38 seconds? Yeah, I'm planning on making it for most of the song, so that is it for part 3. Follow for part 4 of making an insane, or maybe demon rated at this point, level on Geometry Dash. Thank you for watching.